Hi, kindergartners. Today in math, we're going to be talking about bigger numbers. Are you ready for bigger numbers? We are moving past the teen numbers. Now we've talked about teen frames. Yesterday, Miss Pollock talked to you about base 10 blocks. Now today we're going to continue talking about base 10 blocks. Now these are called base 10 blocks. So you've seen them in class. These are the tens. And then we have these little green ones right here. These are the ones. Okay, so we have the tens blocks and we have the ones blocks. Now today, boys and girls, I want to introduce you to something called the base 10 house. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen in just a moment and I want you to see what is this base 10 house. All right, here we go. All right, boys and girls, do you see my base 10 house? Well, welcome to my base 10 house. Now, boys and girls, we're going to use this today to help us build some numbers in here. Now, if you look at this house, I have the room right here and it's divided into two parts right now. Now, in kindergarten, our house is only two parts, but when you guys get to first grade, the base 10 house is going to actually get even bigger. We'll have 3 rooms, but right now we'll only have 2 rooms. Now, boys and girls, I have a number here. Can you read the number out loud? It's a teen number. Did you say 14? That's right. Now, boys and girls, we're going to use this number right here to help us figure out what to put into our base 10 house. Now, first of all, we're going to look over here in the one side, okay? And we're going to look at the number. The number is going to tell us how many ones we're going to put here. Now, if you look, there's 4. So on this room, boys and girls, in the one side, we're going to put 4 ones. Now, let's look over here. This side is called the tens room. And that number is the tens. Okay, so this is the ones. That's the tens. So how many tens are we going to put in this room, boys and girls? Yeah, if you said one group of 10, you are right. Okay, so that is one group of 10. And how many extra ones? We have 4 extra ones. Now, does this make the number 14? What do you think? Well, let's test it out and see if it works. Now, I don't have to count each and one of these little squares, okay? I know that's 10, right? So this is 10. What's the number right after 10? Did you say 11, 12, 13, 14? Does it equal that number? I think we're right. All right, let's clear our board and make a new number. Shall we make a bigger number, boys and girls? Let's make this number. Can you read this number? It starts with a 2. Now it's not a teen number anymore. This says what? 23. That's right, 23. All right, boys and girls, we're going to start on this side. Okay, so this side tells us how much to put in the ones. How many ones do you see? 1, 2, 3. That's right. Now this side tells us how many tens goes into the base 10 house. All right. One group of 10. Is that enough? No, I see the number 2. So that tells me there are 2 groups of 10s. All right, so in the number 23, there's 2 groups of 10s, and then how many extra ones? There are 3 extra ones. All right, so boys and girls, you can count with me. All right, let's count right here. We're going to skip count. 10, 20. Okay, because we're going to supersize. We don't need to count all of them. I know that's 10, 20. All right, what's after 20? 21, 22, 23. And that's our number. All right, are you ready for a bigger number? I think you're ready. Let's make a really big number, boys and girls. How about this number? Oh my goodness, how do we read this number? We're going to start over here, and we're going to go across that way. Well, I see a 6 there, so what does that tell me? I can count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 60 what? 61. All right, boys and girls, how many do I put in here? 1, that's it. There's not a lot inside the ones room. But over here on the tens room, boys and girls, look at that big number. That's a really big number. Let's see if we can fit them all in. I think we're going to have to squeeze right in. Here's 10, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Is there 6 groups of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 groups of 10, right? 6 groups of 10 and 1 extra 1. Now let's see if we make the number 61, okay? Count by tens with me. We're going to skip count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And what's the one number after that? 61. Good match. All right, great job. That was a big number. Are you ready for one more? And then we're going to do a really cool craft today. All right, boys and girls, let's make this super, super big number, okay? I like playing with big numbers. Do you like it? All right, can you read this number? I see a 7 here. So now we need to count by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I know that's a 70. 70 what? 74. All right, so how many ones goes over here? Did you say 4? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we have 4 on this side. Oh my gosh, boys and girls, that's a really, really big number. How many groups of 7 do we, groups of 10 do we go in there? I see a number 7, so we're gonna have to really squeeze them in. That's 1 group of 10, 2 group of 10, 3 groups of 10, 4 groups of 10, 5 groups of 10, 6 groups of 10, and here's 7 groups of 10. Oh my goodness. Can you count by tens with me? Ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, and 74. So boys and girls, we made a super big number. All right, now we're going to do a super fun craft with the big numbers and the base 10 blocks. What I want you to do is you're going to go look for this paper of the octopus, and then along with the octopus there's another paper clipped to it, and look, boys and girls, there's our base 10 blocks. We have our tens and the ones. All right, go get these 2 papers and bring a pair of scissors along with you, and also you're gonna need a black marker. Okay, so if you have a black marker, go get that. If you don't have a black marker, you can go get a crayon. All right, so go get those supplies, come back, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. All right, boys and girls, for the next part, what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you are going to cut the jellyfish out. Okay, so you're going to cut the jellyfish out, and then you're also going to cut out the little base 10 blocks out. Okay, so cut the long ones out. So when you finish cutting them, they're going to look kind of like that. And then you're also going to cut the little ones block out, and they're going to look kind of like that. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is pause the video and cut all those pieces out, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Alright, boys and girls, I have my jellyfish cut out. I have my tens cut out. I have my little ones all cut out. Alright, so what I need to do now is, do you see this little box right here? I am going to choose a number that's going to go in here. Now I'm going to think about it first, and I'm going to decide today how many legs does my jellyfish do I want to have. Now in total, you have, these are going to be the legs, okay? So you have, right now you have 10 of these, okay? But you don't have to use all 10, okay? So you might want to use, well, maybe you just say you want to use 5 of them, or maybe you want to use 6 legs, or maybe you want 7 or 8 or 9. You decide how many you want to use. Okay, now I thought about it, and I think I want to use 8 legs today. Okay, so I'm going to put the 8 legs right here. So see if you guys can see it on my camera. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that looks really, really good like that. Okay, so that's 8 legs. Now that's going to tell me how many 10s is going to be in there. All right, so boys and girls, I'm going to write my number right now because I know I'm going to use 8 legs. Now you might have a different number, so don't copy Mrs. Yates. Maybe you will choose 6 legs, and maybe yours will only look like this. Okay, and you kind of spread it out a little bit more. Or maybe some of you say, you know what, my jellyfish only has 4 legs. Okay, you decide. Okay, you choose your own number. Okay, so you don't have to be the same as me. Okay, so I decided I want to do 8 legs. So I'm going to put my number first here. That's going to tell me how many groups of 10 here. Okay, so I have 8. Now the second number is going to be my extra ones. So these are going to be our decorations right here on our jellyfish. Okay, those are going to be our extra ones. So I decided I'm going to have 3. Okay, 3 extra ones, and that's going to go here. So I'm going to write my number. I have 3 extra ones. So in total, there's my number that I wrote. I have 83. Now boys and girls, then here's the fun part. Okay, is that you're going to put some glue, and you're going to glue the legs on to your jellyfish. You can put some here. You can kind of spread out the legs. I'm going to put one here. And then I think I'll put some legs over here. Like that. Like that. And then I think one more over here. Now I have all the legs in there. And now I have the little extra ones. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. Like that. And like that. There's my big, big number. All right. So let's just check to make sure. When I'm done, I'm going to go back and count again. All right. So here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And then we have 81, 82, 83. And it matches my number. All right. And when you're all done, you can write your name, and then you can hang your little jellyfish somewhere up around the house. All right, have fun with the project.